Um, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. And for today, I wanna talk about, um, I wanna talk about, or just maybe list some of due to, due to recent events that have been happening since the, um, uh, US elections. Obviously, quite some time has passed, and the current president, Donald Trump, from what I've been noticing, he's been like doing screw ups left and right, and he's been and he has obviously put up like tariffs that will that will, from what I've heard, affect the country. And I'm also not really sure if the tariffs are still on as of right now. From As of right now, I don't know. But yeah. Um. I'm saying this because he is just he's very, from what I've heard, very unpredictable when it comes to just like a lot of things and and like and I've heard that he's been like mishandling things, mishandling, just like being careless. But yeah, so so okay, yeah, oh, okay, um there are he has put on the tariffs, and what are the things that are going to happen. So small businesses rely obviously on imported goods, and it will and such things, and the tariffs will obviously have an effect on the will have an effect on how many goods are obviously entering the country, and usually and it's usually coming from what I've heard, from usually like from from China, and from those and from China, or maybe from other countries. This is gonna be, from what I've heard, like a 25% increase uh from the US is obviously a major player in a lot of economies globally, and obviously such tariffs um uh are going to affect in the American economy internally, and obviously it's gonna have a lot of effect, um and also it will also kind of it would also have effects on obviously, well, and other countries. I but from what I've been seeing, other countries are probably gonna be, I assume, a little bit better. They're gonna recover, from what I assume, a little bit like um a little bit like a little better than the US. Another thing that's going to be affected is the the stock market. It will be it will have it will have there it will have a noticeable effect. People who who usually people who are the usually people who observe the stock exchange rate, from what I've researched, have said that such shares are going to have uh, a are going to obviously have a bad effect on the um, on stocks, just um, in just like externally and internally with exchange and such things. Um, with the increasing another thing is that with the increasing price of goods and services, the average person is gonna have issues buying food from the supermarket, and obviously there I remember um, the egg prices kind of went up, and I don't remember them, and they're still up from still currently up from what I remember reading. Um, and yeah, it's obviously gonna be very uh it's these tariffs are gonna uh, affect the average person to a greater degree. The U.S. As of late has been engaging in trade wars with you and with its most immediate neighbors such as Canada and Mexico. From what I remember, Canada and Mexico are doing their part in lessening the effects of the tariffs on their side. Um, they're not they're diversifying. They're obviously gonna diversify um the the to whoever they're to whomever they're exchanging, and even they're doing from what I and even I assume they're doing it they are doing it with each other. So and even I'm seeing a lot of just um uh I see a lot of the praise being given to the Mexican president, and 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 obviously the Canadian uh, president for handling the situation. Obviously, due to the tariffs, both countries from Canada has been boycotting a lot of uh, American products due to the political situation in America currently right now. Um, and obviously, it's going to diversify its partners and whomever chooses to exchange. Um, but from what I'm seeing, Canada and Mexico are going to uh, are going to with time are going to obviously as time goes by they're going to recover. Um, and the last thing that I've seen just just kind of mainly done by Trump himself, he basically pulled the U.S. from from the Iran nuclear project and the climate and the Paris Climate Organization, which obviously which this decision is gonna have a lot of negative effects on you and obviously the U.S. being a just a major player in a lot of just being economically a major player, and just like in even in other aspects it's going to affect the the effectiveness of those two organization to a greater degree. Now, like I said, as of recording this video, um, uh, Trump has been obviously mishandling a lot of stuff in has been mishandling a lot of stuff. He's been doing things very carelessly, coming up with excuses. Even from what I've seen, his appointees, some of them are are finding his just finding the stuff that he's been doing just crazy and out of pocket. Um, while and just from what I'm seeing over on the other side of the world, just I hope the average person is doing fine, but but um uh, just I hope whoever I I just hope people are okay and people are doing fine. Um, obviously, with this is this with uh, uh, obviously everything is going to hopefully go back to normal, and um things are going to yeah, go back to normal, and just like everybody goes back to the regular schedule. I assume. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.